Little bit of movement there. Correas has an attendant with it now, and they're off. And they're racing in the first on the card with Leighton Brandenburg, the first couple out. Young Challenger going up, and so is Correas on the outside of these as they settle down. Just behind them is National Chase over on the outside, being trailed closely then by Mountain Shadow. And back to the tail of Millipede with Lord Dean last of all. Out past the 1700 metres, and Young Challenger has gone to the lead. Hasn't crossed over though, and Leighton retained the inside. A length and a half away is Pentastic third on the inside, with going up on its outside National Chase now. It's got into a clear third. Brandenburg is fifth on the rail, followed by Correas. They're trailed then by Mountain Shadow, Millipede, and Lord Dean as last of the 9. About 10 lengths would cover them at the very most, and Young Challenger sailed along on top, leading by the best part of 2.5. National Chase is second by the 1200 metres, and in behind those horses is Leighton, a length and a half to Pentastic fourth. Brandenburg away from the pace today is fifth on the inside, 3/4 of a length Correas, being trailed then by Mountain Shadow. Going past the 1,000-metre mark, Millipede is next to last, and Lord Dean is last of all. It's Young Challenger in front, coming up the side by 3/4 of a length. National Chase is second, Leighton the inside is third, 3/4 away fourth the outside Pentastic, and Brandenburg is fifth the rail. Correas sixth the outside as they neared the corner. They're followed by Mountain Shadow, Millipede, and a length and a half to Lord Dean. Coming around the home turn, a little over 600 out now, and it's going to be Young Challenger from National Chase, Latent, and coming around them now, Correas is starting a run, moving up 3 wide with its effort on the outside as they corner, and Pentastic is just inside it. Millipedes pull to the outside as they enter the straight, and here on the outside now, Correas 4 away from the rail has gone up with National Chase. They take the lead with Pentastic in the middle, finishing it better at the moment. Pentastic set the front inside the 300 from National Chase. Young Challenger's battling, Correas is struggling, can't go on. Pentastic from National Chase, who's kicking back well. Pentastic on the outside, about a head in front. National Chase kicking strongly. Pentastic just for the advantage from National Chase, and Pentastic by a long head to National Chase. 3 lengths to Young Challenger holding on to third, in advance of Lord Dean, who's come from last, and then Mountain Shadow. Correas very ordinary over the last 200 or 300, followed in by Latent, Brandenburg, and Millipede as last of all. Field is set 900 metres, listed Maribyrnong trail. Lights flash. Orange Boy got a little toey. They're ready. Wild Knight stands well, they're off. Zibolino began awkwardly and checked Nikos at the start. Orange Boy got away fast, and so did Jester Bella, Alto Ego, and going out fast is Bardigo on the outside rail. Looks like only 2 will come down the flat side rail there. Ferrari Uno, and down there in company with it is Wild Knight. On this grandstand side, Jester Bella, the baldy-faced leader, ahead there of going with it on the outside is Bardigo, and Orange Boy is closer to the middle of the track, clear of Alto Ego. Zibolino's coming down the middle of the course. He's spotting these leaders a fair start. Happy and Way is under pressure, and then Nikos. They're coming towards the 200-metre mark, and the grandstand has the lead, and it's Bardigo going for home and kicking away. Orange Boy can't go on, nor Jester Bella. Happy and Way makes ground, and then Fair Bit, but it's well clear Bardigo. Leon Corstens is going to win it again, and Bardigo has streaked away to win by 5 lengths to Happy and Way. Nikos got up for third, and then Fair Bit, followed in by Ferrari Uno, clearly the first one home on that flat side. Zibolino was next, trailed further back by Alto Ego, and back behind them were Hickok, and they were trailed then by Orange Boy, who showed pace before weakening, and so did Jester Bella, and Wild Knight back amongst the tail enders after coming down the flat side. Bardigo has strolled home, number 10, ridden by Greg Childs. Absolutely donkey licking them over the last 150 metres, and has racing, and she began reasonably with River Dove. All 4s got away okay. La Tonkiki flew out in the red colours on the outside and is leading as they settle into stride. Down towards the 800 metres, La Tonkiki is in front, with Madison Girl now coming across and actually heading her. They're followed by River Dove, improving to third. Out closest to the middle of the track, All 4s is just inside her in the white colours, trailed by Easy Virtue, and dropping out last is Bay of Silk. They're heading to the 500 metres, and it's Madison Girl on the outside outside rail from all fours. River Dove and La Tonkeki is now under pressure fourth, followed by Easy Virtue and Bay of Silk. Madison Girl in front, River Dove coming after her. They're getting towards the 250 metre mark now, and it's River Dove furthest away from the rail, getting up to Madison Girl. Easy Virtue's running on well now, and then Bay of Silk. It's River Dove with Easy Virtue coming at it. River Dove about ahead in front of Easy Virtue, 50 to go. River Dove retaining a neck advantage, will be too good. River Dove by a neck on the line, Easy Virtue. Bay of Silk got up for third. Madison Girl dropped out, and at the tail all fours in company with La Tonkeki. River Dove, the winner, to pay 340 and 170, a little too strong for Easy Virtue, with Bay of Silk getting into third, no third place dividend. Start a little towards the inside. Shelley's Magic bounced out and led, but Greyline wants the front, and soon after Races to the lead, and then Rose of Georgia going into third placing, and Saddle Delight is up there too, going past the 1400 metres, and Greyline has the leader. Neck to Saddle Delight second, Rose of Georgia third. Shelley's Magic on the rail. Roadhouse Blues trapped out three wide. A length and a half further back is Dare She, followed by Has to Be Kiri, and out past the 1200 metres, Desert Thrill next to last, and Blanchett on the outside. Greyline in front, not going all that hard, leading a little over a length to the fave. Saddle Delight second, Shelley's Magic third, 2 lengths away. Rose of Georgia the outside, and then Dare She. Roadhouse Blues, followed by Has to Be Kiri, and then Blanchett on the outside of Desert Thrill. Greyline led them, coming up the side, left alone, sets her own tempo a half length clear. Saddle Delight second as they go by the 800 metres. Rose of Georgia's on the outside of Shelley's Magic, followed by Roadhouse Blues, who's racing out three wide and has been for most of the trip so far. Dare She tucked away from Has to Be Kiri, and they're trailed by Desert Thrill and Blanchett. Greyline came round the turn, narrowly the leader from Saddle Delight. Shelley's Magic right behind Greyline on the rails, followed by Rose of Georgia. Then as they corner, Dare She's making some ground on the rail, and Has to Be Kiri next with Blanchett. Up towards the 400 now, and Saddle Delight took the lead. Rose of Georgia the outside. Shelley's Magic's coming with a run on the inside. Saddle Delight got to the 200, still led by a length and a half here from Rose of Georgia, and then came over on the inside. Battling away is Shelley's Magic, but Saddle Delight clear, holds the 2-length margin on them, too good, and Saddle Delight has won it from Shelley's Magic by a length and a half. Rose of Georgia or Blanchett photo finished for third, and then Dare She, Desert Thrill, Has to Be Kiri, Roadhouse Blues, and Greyline dropped out to finish last. Saddle Delight racing in terrific form, set up outside the lead, took the lead early in the straight and kept on running. Number one, Saddle Delight, racing in terrific form. She's won 4 of her 7 in this preparation now. Good determined win. Second to number 2, Shelley's Magic. Good effort. She's entered. And away, Skybow jumped a little slowly on the inside. Silk Shamrock and Marshall Rule, first 2 to bounce out. Magneto got away well. Refugee is showing plenty of pace today, looking for the lead, and Requiem's come across fast too, and the favourite Just Honour has settled down with 3 behind him. Out near the 1700 metres, and Refugee's on top. Silk Shamrock is second. Requiem is holding third place, 2 lengths to Marshall Rule. Skybow's on his inside, and Frenzel Rom travelling 3 wide, a length and a half to Magneto outside, Brand New. Magneto's 3 or 4 wide in the run up to the 1400. Then a break of about 3 lengths to Just Honour. He's followed by Bold Bard, Bowlaird, and Karazi's back last of all. Refugee led. Requiem quickly moved into second, placing a neck behind the leader. Silk Shamrock gets a lovely trail, and Frenzel Rom is fourth the outside. A length and a half Marshall Rule, Magneto. 2 lengths to Brand New outside Skybow. 3 lengths to Just Honour, followed by Bold Bard, a length to Bowlaird, and a length Karazi. As they came up the side near the 1,000 metres, and Requiem has worked around the outside and gone to the lead over Refugee. 2 lengths to Silk Shamrock, another 2 lengths to Frenzel Rom, Marshall Rule, and Magneto the outside. 2 lengths to Brand New, followed by Skybow, Just Honour, and then came Bold Bard, Bowlaird, and 2 to Karazi. They've run this pretty quickly. They're coming up towards the home turn. Requiem by a length and a half now to Refugee and Silk Shamrock. Marshall Rule just behind them with Frenzel Rom. A length and a half the grey Magneto, and then Brand New, Just Honour appealing to the outside. Skybow under pressure down on the rail as they swing the corner, and then Bowlaird from Bold Bard and Karazi. Requiem first around the home turn now from Silk Shamrock. Refugee under the whip. Wider out Frenzel Rom and Marshall Rule. Here's Magneto, and Just Honour's coming down the middle of the course. It's Requiem near the 250 metre mark in front. Frenzel Rom after him with Magneto, and Just Honour still putting in down the middle of the track. He's starting to lift in the final 150. Just Honour racing up with Frenzel Rom to the lead together. It's Just Honor and Frenzel Rom. Just Honor went home a little bit the better. Just Honor drew clear one at a neck to Frenzel Rom. Requiem third. Magneto fourth. Karazi from last. And then Silk Shamrock, Refugee, Bold Bard, followed by Marshall Rule, Skybow, Boled, and last in Brand New.
Stakes. Racing, and Vita easily got the best of the start. Faith Hill is going up quickly, and so is Ha Ha looking for the lead and getting there narrowly. Grand Jura's fourth, a length and a half to Hosanna, 3/4 to Barrowin, followed by Lady K. On the fence is Angora, 2.5 to Moon Flute. Ha Ha in front narrowly from Vita as they go to the 1200 marker, a length and a half to Grand Jura inside of Faith Hill. 2 lengths to Hosanna, followed a half back on the inside Barrowin. Little over a length's gap to Lady K at her girth, the inside Angora, and 2.5 to Moon Flute. They work over past the 1000 and the flight stakes, and a Ha Ha is kept honest now by Vita. Ha Ha 3/4 Vita as they work their way to the side, and third Grand Jura. Faith Hill is one out, one back next. Barrowin on the inside of Hosanna, 2.5 to Lady K. Angora's on her inside and a couple of lengths to Moon Flute. This is the order as they come down by the 700, and a Ha Ha a half length clear on Vita, a couple to Grand Jura, 1.5 to Faith Hill niggled at. Hosanna improving her position. Barrowin is locked away from Lady K, endeavouring to follow Hosanna forward. Angora second last, and Moon Flute last as they pack. Coming to the corner, 450 to travel, and Ha Ha in front narrowly from Vita. Here's Hosanna joining in very quickly, and then Lady K and Grand Jura. Ha Ha put under a real test today. Hosanna is trying to bridge the gap, but Ha Ha accelerated. Moon Flute from a mile back. It's Ha Ha at the 100, a length on Moon Flute, and then Hosanna, but Ha Ha is pulling out enough. She's a great filly. Ha Ha lands the flight stakes from Moon Flute and Hosanna, and then came Grand Jura. Barrowin got home nicely from Lady K, Angora, Vita, and last of all Faith Hill. Too good for...
He's with them on the inside. Ascana got out very fast. Soldado jumped okay. Looks like settling around midfield at this stage. Mr. Lofty's jumped well, and Candana Led's got away fast too. He's heading up towards the lead. Going past the 1600 metres now, and Candana Led moved up to join I'll Get By. Free Gold is in third placing. Kamashima's around at 1 Provocateur. Almost a length to Ascana, and over on the inside is Mr. Lofty, a length and a half to Silver Banjo, followed by Soldado Boke. Back to the tail end is Outgate and Imminus last of all. Candana Lad doing a little bit of work at the 1200 metres, drew about a neck in front. I'll Get By retaining the inside. Free Gold is third. Kamashima's 3 deep and fourth, being followed closely by Provocateur. 2.5 lengths Ascana, who's racing in a bunch of 3 horses. Mr. Lofty's on his inside, and Silver Banjo out 3 wide. Another 2 to Soldado, trailed by Boke, Outgate and Imminist. Candana Lad is the leader, coming up the side of the course near the 800 metres. He's out by 2.5 lengths now from Free Gold. I'll Get By, 1.5 Kamashima. They're followed then by Provocateur. Behind these is Silver Banjo. Ascana on the rail, trailed by Mr. Lofty, and then Soldado. Coming around the turn next is Eminist, Outgate and Boke. Candana Lad, he's come back to the field a little. It's bunched up behind him, and Free Gold has gone into second placing. Deep out Kamashima, and then I'll Get By. Provocateur, Silver Banjo, Ascana weaving through the pack, and down on the inside is Mr. Lofty. He's had to change course again on Ascana, and Candana Lad shot clear. He's out by 3 lengths at the 300. Here's Kamashima and Ascana with Provocateur, and Mr. Lofty's getting up on the inside with a good finishing run. Candana Lad grabbed by Mr. Lofty. Wider out, Ascana starting to come with Provocateur. Mr. Lofty in front, Ascana trying hard. Mr. Lofty's running out. He's in front though, and Mr. Lofty's won it from Ascana. Provocateur third, then Kamashima and Candana Lad. Back behind them a break to Boke, Outgate, Silver Banjo. Soldado never came into it, and back to the tail end of the field there are I'll Get By, trailed in by Imminist and Free Gold. Lights flash, 1400, they're away now, and a good dispatch with the exception of Chart the Stars, who drops back towards the tail. El Nino jumped well, but is going to settle about 5th or so, and it's Rotang Whirlwind Flyer. They bounce out and lead now. Going through is El Nino on the inside. He's pushing up along the fence to take the front now, and they're followed by Oriole in 4th placing, about a length and a half to Paradiddle. being trailed by Piper Star on the outside. They're really flying here. A break behind these to Forest Jim. He's drifted back. He's got two behind him, Currency Rep and Chart the Stars. El Nino going like the wind at the 800, led by 4 lengths to Will Win Fly, 2 lengths to Rotag, a neck to Oriole, 3 lengths Paradiddle on the inside, and then Piper Star, a length and a half to Forest Jim. He should be suited by the pace. Back behind them, a Currency Rep and Chart the Stars as they swing the corner. And it's El Nino for Damien Oliver, the favourite, straightened up by 3 lengths to Oriole, giving chase in the Cerise colours, followed by Rotang. Will Win Fly struggling. Now Piper Star, and Forest Jim has pulled to the outside, and he's about to let loose with his challenge. Passing the 400, El Nino's come back to them quickly. Oriole hit the front down the outside as Forest Jim, and Currency Rep from last is coming home with Piper Star, and Chart the Stars making ground. They're across the track here. Currency Rep wide out, went to Piper Star, Oriole, Chart the Stars, and then Forest Jim. It's Currency Rep. Currency Rep about a half in front and wins it. Currency Rep first, Chart the Stars second, and Oriole's run third. Then Piper Star and Forest Jim. Behind those to finish in the race were Rotang, Paradiddle, Will Win Fly, and El Nino. Burnt too fast early and finished last of all. There's a blowout for the 1400 metres, followed by Oregon Seal, and then She's a Class Act, and over 2 lengths to Talia. Mystic Melody went out with a 3-length advantage as they head to the 1200 metres, perhaps 4 now as they run down the back ahead of Quietly Adamant. 3 lengths Matriculate, Lady Pavlova, 2 Walisa, 2 Balonic. They're followed by Rakina, who can't get on the track. Casual Remark the rail. A length Saxophone tracking out wide, and they're followed then at the 1000 metre mark by She's a Class Act, Oregon Seal and Talia. Mystic Melody went out with the big lead mid-race and comes to the 800 metres, 6 lengths in advance of Quietly Adamant. 2 lengths Matriculate. Over on the inside, Lady Pavlova, 3 to Walisa, trailed by Casual Remark, and then Balonic, Saxophone. Well back is She's a Class Act with Rakina. She's been wide all the way, and then Oregon Seal and Talia. Mystic Melody comes to the turn, about 4 lengths now to Quietly Adamant, Matriculate. Then Lady Pavlova, who's under pressure on the inside as they cornered. Balonic makes a run on the outside, and Rakina's coming the deepest. Mystic Melody comes to the 400, still about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Balonic and Matriculate with Rakina are coming, and Oregon Seal from the back. It's Mystic Melody at the 300 metres, now being grabbed by Balonic and Rakina on the outside. Here comes Talia from a long way back, and Oregon Seal. It's Rakina wide out hitting the front. Oregon Seal darts up on the inside. Oregon Seal and Rakina from Talia. Oregon Seal on the inside. The tiny dot of a mare has got home. Oregon Seal has won it about a neck on the line. Rakina. Talia, I think, will grab third ahead of Matriculate, and then came Mystic Melody, and they were trailed by Balonic, and then Walisa, Casual Remark, followed by She's a Class Act, Quietly Adamant, Saxophone, and Lady Pavlova.